Balochistan independence and women rights activist Karima Baloch found dead in Toronto, Canada. 35-year-old human rights activist Karima Baloch was reportedly found dead in Toronto, Canada on Sunday, December 20th. Karima took refuge in Canada and was a vocal critic of the atrocities committed against the people of Balochistan by the Pakistani government. She was also a women's rights activist, raising the issue of gender inequality in Pakistan at the 39th session of the Human Rights Council at the United Nations in 2018. In southwestern Pakistan, the Balochistan province has one of the longest-running insurgencies across the globe, with numerous Baloch groups engaged in an armed conflict with the Pakistani Army. Other Baloch activists located abroad have also died under mysterious circumstances in the past year, including journalist Sajid Hussain, who was found dead in Sweden. So, before we get into this, I think we should highlight first that we don't know the circumstances or motivations behind her death yet, right? I have already seen numerous conspiracy theories put forth about the nature of her death, and we don't know yet, right? So I don't want to jump into this saying, oh, it was ISI, it was Pakistani intelligence, blah blah blah, because we don't know that yet. But I did want to highlight her work during this time.
Yeah, this we have no idea what happened and what the motivation was, but the whole independence of the Baloch people there is a very, very hot topic issue. Like, it's a hot topic issue on the Iranian side as well. So I can't imagine if on the other side they're even more successful. It must be a very hot, like, there's a lot of heat on this discussion, right? And these people are very, very passionate about their independence. I've seen some people trying to get me to even talk about support the independence, or because this is going to be on both sides of the border anyway, discussion. But again, this is so, I don't know. It's really scary that they managed to come all the way to Canada to if it is what we think it is. But again, I don't think we can comment much on it until we get more information, or if we get any information.
Yeah, right? It's really scary to see dissidents of various governments die under mysterious or tragic circumstances, but sometimes it is not what it appears to be at first glance, right? Like, just because they're a dissident and vocal critic of any given country and they died, that doesn't mean that it was actors from that typically authoritarian regime that did that. But it's really sad, and her work was really, really interesting.
Yeah, and actually that's a very important point by Susanna, because we highlighted a story about an Iranian dissident in Toronto who was killed, and a lot of people were like, this is the Islamic Republic of Iran, because he was an activist against the Islamic Republic of Iran. And when I covered it, I made sure I say, guys, we don't know if this is actually, it's likely, right? Given the history that Iran had on the dissidents, like, there are many other people that the Islamic Republic of Iran has murdered outside of Iran's borders. So this would not be something out of the ordinary. Like, it is something to expect from Iran's government. But again, just because we are against the Islamic Republic of Iran and this is possible, we shouldn't just drop our skepticism. This could be something else, and it actually ended up being something else. It was like, I don't know, some domestic issue with this other Mexican woman that he had or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it wasn't, right? So just because a lot of times people see somebody being an activist and then they die and they just jump into conclusions, it's okay to be like highlighted as something that is possible, that we need to be like, ooh, this seems like it was politically or religiously motivated, so let's highlight it, but also let's be skeptical. Okay, so just be skeptical always. Okay. ARN saying, Armin and Suzanne, hey, why is Rivka missing here? ARN, Rivka is here too. You're being anti-Semitic? No, I'm just kidding. Armin, Suzanne, and Rivka, go read up on how the Pakistani government has brutalized the Baloch people for the last 70 years. Yeah, I know about this, and also the Iranian government as well. But yeah, I think that it's more, yeah, but
that's actually a topic that I don't know as much about, that I would like to learn a lot more about. So if you guys have any like mini documentaries or videos that I could watch, please send it to me on Twitter. My Twitter is in the description, because I'd like to learn a lot more.
Rivka?
I was just gonna agree with you in the sense that you want to maintain skepticism. You want to look for evidence, not just, to agree with your confirmation bias or what you think happened or what you believe to have happened. Even if it's someone you disagree with that you think might be the bad actor, their due process is still, they still deserve that. And so does the victim. When you're not looking for the true justice, you're not serving the victims either. If they then become, a source of someone's political machinations or a use for their conspiracy theories. So yeah, I mean, you still want to maintain the skepticism, looking for evidence, making sure there's due process going on, all of that. But yes, you should definitely highlight it, saying like, this may be something to pay attention to, which is different than making presumptions about something.
And also subscribe to our newsletter, because if we get removed from all these platforms, at least we could reach out to you. And guys, by the way, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you get a free copy. Where's your copy, Susanna? Get it. We're doing promotion. You get a free. It's not even promotion. It's free. Okay, so if you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description, you get a free copy of Why There's No God. Come on, like, I'm handing it out for free. Okay, it's a bestseller on Amazon, and you get it for free. So subscribe to our newsletter, and you get a free copy of Why There's No God sent to you. Link in the description.